Time for a redo of an emulator project. This is a Super Mario World hack, The New Mario World, by Online Video Surfer, now that I know. As we can see, the messages here still seem to be the same. However, there are apparently what seem to be ASM differences. How some of the bosses work. And by the way, since I know this hack in advance, I am going to use save states. It starts out easy, but it gets hard, to the extent that I suspect that save states were recommended for this. And therefore, that's what I'm gonna do. He's probably able to do it without save states, since he's familiar with it. And since I think he has also managed to port it to... to an actual SNES itself. Outside of the emulator, so you could really play it on a TV. And that's quite impressive. Problem is, the difficulty of this hack is quite high that it might not really work out for this. When advice is still the same. Alright. And how would I get that Yoshi Coin? Maybe being shot out of a cannon? A P-switch is required for this one. Wouldn't know how to get up there, though. Probably a little too late now. So forget it. Wait a minute. Yeah, too late. So let's just continue this way. Nope, you just get sent backwards. Where another Bonsai Bill, I think, is going to appear. As derived from the original level. And that's how you would get this Yoshi Coin. Message is still the same here, too. See what I mean by they're still the same? I wonder if some of the castle messages are different, though. Could be. Well, that was a waste of a fire flower. And that's an interesting way to try and get the gold tape. When I initially LP'd this, it was on ZSNES, but I figure this hack will be SNES 9X compatible. Most of them will probably be SNES 9X compatible. Into the Yellow Switch Palace, which is different as well. However, you actually need to time it carefully, because if you run out of time, you're gonna die. So forget that. I'm going to press the switch right now. Voila. And here they come. You notice in TSRPR, when you compare it to the word yellow in Yellow Switch Palace, in TSRPR, the level Yoshi's Final Flight, the word Yoshi is actually cramped in just like that. Huh. Were there any real instances of the 5 coin in Super Mario World? Or even the 1-up? The flying 1-up, that is? I don't think so. So I don't know how they got in here. Lunar Magic doesn't say anything about it. However, it does say that the Swooper Bat ceiling generator says that that does not exist in the original SMW. Okay. Yellow Switch Palace would have made that more convenient, but I don't think it's mandatory. Even there. Uh-huh. Ouch. See, it's not insanely difficult yet, but it will be. I'm gonna save this, get a fire flower. See how many of these Koopas I can get rid of. Nah. Okay. Safe. In the case of most of my Super Mario World hack LPs, the 10-minute limit was imposed. But as I may have said before, not anymore. Now we have an auto-scroll. Just as long as it doesn't get insane speed. It doesn't seem to be. Do you even move the message boxes? I don't know. They seem to be in unusual places, but not that unusual. Hooray, thank you for rescuing me, yada yada yada. Now, why was I trying to get Yoshi to spit out the shell only a short range? That doesn't work with red ones. Okay, now that's a little bit of a challenge. Nothing really matters since this is an auto scroll. Still the same. Whoop. Surprises can come when you don't have the Switch Palace. I'm pretty sure there will be one level in the regular lineup where the Switch Palace is going to be mandatory. Seems to be common in a lot of hacks. Apparently not TSRPR, though. TSRP, on the other hand, it was mandatory. As was TSRP2, the Green Switch Palace. We've also got Super Mario Place. All 4 switches, I believe, were needed for that. Yoshi's Island 4 we go. It's a little emptier now, but I don't think it's going to be that hard. Thanks to the water here. You see, it didn't replace it with lava or anything like that. That was a good hint. Even that's not changed. Well, there's a random message block there, so that's obviously been moved. And there's a Yoshi Coin right here. Wait. Seemed almost as though that fish just disappeared when it went into the water. Oh, we got one of those larger floating blocks. Normally used as moving platforms. They move really slowly. However, when they're used with sprite buoyancy, they act like the small ones. How would I get that one up? Of course. Going under the water. But that would be risky. Unchanged. One significant change is going to be the boss battles. I know that Iggy and Larry are much more difficult since the island will apparently tilt even further. Morton and Roy, they move really quickly. And Bowser, well, he's even lower. No need to say anything about Lemmy or Wendy, because their levels are customizable. Reznor, before you even hit the wheel, the bridge will start to break. Which is kind of mean. I'm not sure if there's really anything different about Ludwig, but there probably is. I'm going to guess that his fiery breath moves much quicker. As for Iggy and Larry, I don't think the Koopas themselves are different, but, like I said, their islands are. Got it a little tricky here. What now? That'd be a way to get a 1-up, I think. And this one is not actually auto-scroll. But it's still hard. Also hard to tell that you can go through that. Not bad. You'll probably need the springboard. Don't know whether you'll need to double grab as well, but I'm gonna assume so because of the difficulty. Problem is... never mind. I was able to double grab it, and because I was able to, a pause and save would probably be necessary. Okay. This is presumably where I need the P-switch. Ow. And we go again. Okay. Ow. Ow. I really want to get through this. Oh, we got one that throws bones now. Down we go. Whoops. So much lava. In we go. See how far it actually tilts? It's nearly impossible without the fireballs. Or at least really hard. So you're probably going to want to tilt him to the left. There we go. At least it's not as bad as some other levels where it hardly tilts at all. Tilts to the left or the center, but not the right. Next time we take on World 2.